you encourage us. I mean, you guys encourage us.
Yeah, no, I had no problem. When I first came to Omaha, I came from New Mexico, and I was running from myself. You know, I was doing drugs and alcohol, and my sister brought me out here, and then she said, you got to go to a shelter. I went to the shelter, I had a job, got caught up in the shelter life around the shelter. I knew something was wrong when I first got there because they were dealing crack and doing dope. And I'm like, hey, you think this is a good idea to drop me off? But they couldn't have me around because of my past lifestyle. They were adopting a kid, not a teenager anyway. So of course I know what I got now, which was a resentment toward my sister instead of looking at myself, and I got involved in the streets, you know, and drugs and alcohol, and didn't, you know, have God in my life. Even though now I know today, God was carrying me even then, you know, but I had to go through that suffering, that self-inflicted suffering. Whereas now, you know, when I've been walking with God, through the grace of God and the Salvation Army, I've been able to get some stability in my life. I've been able to get, you know, a God reliance, you know, and not just, you know, talk about it, but live in it, you know. And I'm just grateful for God. I'm grateful for the 10 years of walking, you know what I mean? And I'm grateful today that I won't have to do that anymore, you know? But, you know, through the grace of God, you know? And I don't have to live without God in my life, you know? I chose drugs and alcohol before God, and I wonder why my life was terrible. Now I realize why it was terrible, you know, because to some people would say, you running with the enemy. You know what I'm saying? You ain't running with God. Because God don't want to be drunk. God don't want to be high. And if God dwells within me, then that stuff got to go.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
And January 25th, we're celebrating
a year coming up.
Yeah.
Yep, 1 year. You know, but I remember, like I said, I've been homeless. I've been homeless for a long time, off and on. So this is awesome.
Congratulations.
Charles is excited to be part of our aftercare program.
I'll go wherever. If y'all want me to share with anybody, you know, to let them know that, you know, God, Christ, and, you know, all that is the way to go. And especially if they're younger, you know, hey, don't get caught up in that lifestyle. You know what I mean? God got a better plan for your life.
Yeah.
And
we're going to take you up on that because I see big things for you. You know, when we first met Alicia, and we were talking about the relationship, and we just sat down, and she kept saying, she's like, I know that we got to go through this process, but I really got this amazing guy. I would love to go ahead and try to, you know, move this forward a lot quicker and just hurry up and bless him. And she has been your cheerleader from day one, man.
Cheerleader.
She's so awesome, you know what I mean? She's awesome. And we were talking about it, you know. I'm gonna miss our one-on-ones every 4 times a week, you know what I mean? But I know that God you're still gonna be there. I know that for me. I'm gonna make sure that, you know, this is just showing me every day when I come out there and I look at this car, I know that God works. You know what I'm saying? And if you rely on Him, great things can happen. You know, don't forget that. You know, and I can look at this man and see, hey, okay, God, thank you, God.
Wow.
You know?
And that's our prayer, that's what you do, you know, because there's a lot of people that have been a supporting role, but we're just following Him. So I'm glad that that really encourages us, because that's our prayer, that you just look at that as a gift from Him.
Well, that's how I look at it. You know, I'm like, this, and it's Nebraska red.
So big red. Matches your sweatshirt.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, I'm like, you know, my tribulations have been there, my trials, but in the end, God, you know, they say the hard land is, you know, the Bible Belt and all this, that, and the other. Well, I know God's working in a mighty way.
You better believe that. And like we said, you know, this is. We keep this up, we'll go through that. But man, I mean, we're partnering with you. You know, it doesn't stop here. So I mean, this is still.
I look forward to that. You know, I look forward to being able to as I proceed one day at a time to give back. This is even more awesome than my sponsor. You know, and you know, well, here's another example. I go to a meeting and it has a bunch of guys out of prison at a 3-quarter-way house. And they're always talking about why don't they get a ride to the big Bellevue meeting, right? And I'm like, well, God, when you give me my car, I can go get them. Me and Alicia talking about it, some of them, and be like, you ain't got no excuse now not to be able to go to Bellevue to the meeting, because now I ain't even got no excuse to go. You know, and I think that is just so awesome. You know what I'm saying? That's you know, that's how God works, and I think because I had that spirit of wanting it for more than just me, it's just alone, but to be helpful to other people.
That's right.
I think that's the reason that I've got it now too.
You better believe it. All right.
You want to pray?
Yes, let's go.